Hey there, and welcome to this 30-minute presentation. My name is Carlos Osby. I have the distinct pleasure and privilege to run through this amazing opportunity with you. Before I actually get started, I would like to give you a short introduction of who I am, what I've done in the past, and where I believe this project is going. I've been an entrepreneur for the last 20 years. I've had a few different companies. I made a few successful exits. And the last 14 years, I've been involved in relationship marketing, marketing different kinds of products, and have become what you would call a self-made millionaire. When I got introduced to the world of digital currency, which we will be talking about here over the next 30 minutes, something really opened up for me. I saw a new world. I saw that if I didn't get on board the wagon would leave without me, and I'm so happy and I'm so excited to be part of this at the early stages. And you'll learn throughout this presentation that the introduction to digital payments and digital currency has been going on for some time. I'm doing this presentation in 2016, but I believe this is the perfect timing for anyone to get involved if they like to have either a plan B, plan C, plan D, or if they like to make money for the future and actually get involved at this early stage. Anyway, this presentation is going to be based around a company called Coinspace, and before I actually go into who the company is, I'd like to give you a little bit of a background story of digital payments. First of all, if we talk about digital payments and cryptocurrency, a lot of people will ask, what is it? Well, in short, it is actually digital money that can be transferred virtually at no cost to anyone, or at very little cost, and it can be transferred anywhere in milliseconds. Put another way, cryptocurrency is electricity converted into lines of code with a monetary value. In the simplest of forms, cryptocurrency is what is today referred to as digital currency. And if we go a little bit back in history, in early 2009, to be more specific, in January 29, the first cryptocurrency came actually about, and today it's gone crazy out in the market because so many people see where digital money is actually going. So in 2009, digital currency had a new name, and it was named a cryptocurrency. The first one that actually came out was something that was called a Bitcoin. And a Bitcoin today, they've been able to actually produce half of what Bitcoin are going to be producing over the next 10 to 20 years. So that means there's been a big market demand, big demand for more currencies to come up, and I'll show you some of the major currency that is now that's now actually exploding out there in the market, and people are trying to get their hands off. Because if there's a limitation to something, people, they want it because demand is going to increase more and more and more and more. Now look, just to let you understand what cryptocurrency is, as I already mentioned on the last slide, or on the previous slide, it is a means of being able to pay for products and services. It can be transferred in milliseconds. But if you would like to actually compare to what you may be using today, be it US dollars, be it euros, British pounds, kronas, or whatever currency that you're used to, it is just like any other currency, but it is digital, and it is designed for the purpose of exchanging digital information through a process made possible by certain principle of something that's referred to as cryptography. Cryptography is used to secure the transactions and to control the creation of new coins. The example here that I'm going to show you is mind-blowing, because in May 2010, one Bitcoin was valued at, listen to this, at 0.001, not 0.01 as a lot of people think it was, but it was close to nothing at all. It was 0.001. 9 months later on, it hits $1. And for those of you who understands a little bit of math, will know that that's 1,000 times increase. 1,000 times increase on something in 9 months. That's that's unheard of. But then later on, as we move in February, it goes to 31. Then in July, $100. In June, $350, and then it goes up further and further and further until it hits the $1,000 mark on November 19, 2013. $1,000, if you compare that to the price it was for one Bitcoin back in 2010, that would be 1,000,000 times higher value. 1,000,000 times. Today, it's around 600 to 650 as I'm doing this presentation. So is there a potential in digital currency, in cryptocurrency? You bet you it is. I can tell you this. In the future, you're not going to walk around with paper money or coins. No, that's going to be obsolete. What you're going to be walking around with is what you walk around with all the time anyway, and that is your cell phone or your mobile phone, and that is what you're going to be using to pay for transactions, services, and products. When you go to the supermarket, when you go to the lawyer, when you want to do any kind of transfer across border, you're going to be using your phone. So this is, of course, something that is scaring a lot of banks out there. Just the other day, a big article come out actually from the National Bank of South Africa, where they say that cryptocurrency is going to take over 40% of all banking business over the next 30 to 40 years. Why is that? Well, you think about it yourself. If you were to transfer money from your bank account to someone else in another city in the country where you live, it may take, it may happen in an hour, it may take a day. And there's of course going to be a transaction fee for doing that transfer. Now think about this. If you transfer from one country to another country, it will normally take anywhere between 3 to 4 business working days. Now, do you believe it actually takes the bank that long to send the money? Of course it doesn't. What happens is that the bank is keeping the money so they can put it into the forex market, or they can make interest on your money. That's how banks make money. So of course this is something that scares a lot of banks out there, but they need to get on the wagon as well. So what you see today is that a lot of the major banks such as HSBC, Barclays, they're all now creating their own cryptocurrency, because if they lose the boat here, they're going to lose their business. So this is the thing. With cryptocurrency, it cannot be influenced by politics or religions. There's no inflation, it's close to zero fees, and it's immediate transactions. In other words, it happens in milliseconds. So if the banks don't get on the wagon, they're going to lose out completely. Now, today, even Wall Street are talking about this. This is the biggest thing since, the internet. When internet came along in the 80s, it was changing the way people was doing publishing. Today, cryptocurrency is going to create a change of how finances are driven in the world. You may not believe it at this stage, but I can tell you this. Not many people, they believed 25 years ago when someone would come into a shop with a plastic card and said they wanted to pay for a product or service. They were laughing. They said, you're not able to pay with a plastic card. And if you understand what I'm talking about, I'm of course talking about Visa, MasterCard, JCB, American Express, and so on. People, they were laughing. Today, I don't think any of your friends do not have either a debit or a credit card. Today, everyone pays with credit or debit cards. Me personally, I don't travel around with a lot of cash because it's unsecure, but I can travel around with a plastic card and I can pay for it using my, using it to get my services and products out there. Exactly the same thing is what's going to happen now over the next 5, 10, 20 years. People are not going to walk around with a plastic card either. They're going to just use their mobile phone. And this is what I refer to as the next generation of the .com industry, where millionaires are being made right now. Just to give you some success stories. Here's, back in 2013, there's a man that buys $27 of cryptocurrency. He forgets about it because $27 is not all that much. And then later on, he discovers it 2 years later on that it is worth $886,000. And he buys himself a luxury apartment on $27. There's another guy here, that was on Bloomberg News, where he purchased his first batch of coins, cryptocurrency, at 20 cents a piece. And he traded them for approximately $258 a piece. He bought it at 20 cents, trades it at $258, and he earns a profit of almost 1.3 million US dollars. What's going to happen is this. Bitcoin was the first one out there, but as there's so much demand out there for cryptocurrency, of course, value increases. And as I said here, up until now, Bitcoin has been able to produce half of what they will be able to produce, and that's it. They cannot produce more than 21 million coins. So far, they've produced 10.5 million coins. So what happens is in 2011, a lot of other companies look into this and they say, hey, guys, we got to get on the wagon here. So now today you see here on the computer screen, it may not be that clear, but here you see 10 of the most popular cryptocurrencies that's available on the market today. It works like the Forex market. You can go in, you can buy, you can sell. But what are people doing today? They're buying up. There's so much demand for cryptocurrency because there's limitations to how much can be produced by each different companies. So that's why demand is increasing. So today there's about 500 different cryptocurrencies out on the market, and more are going to show up in the next few years. So let me explain to you how you produce a cryptocurrency or a coin. It's not something that you would hold in your hand because it's all digitalized. But let me put it into perspective. Let's say you would want to go out and dig for gold. Now, if you find a gold mine, a physical gold mine, you walk into the mine and you start digging, you start mining for gold. And you may spend a week, 2 weeks, 2 months, a year, and all suddenly, jackpot, you find where the gold is. And now once you've found it and you know where it is, it's easy for you to come back and mine again and again and again and again, and you can just go on and you can find the gold. However, now if your friends, family, or other people, they start hearing about this gold mine, what's going to happen is they're going to start bringing their tools, and they're going to go out there, start mining as well. Now they're going to be maybe 1,000 people, there's going to be 10,000 people, and the more people that starts mining, the more difficult it becomes to find the gold because there's going to be limited gold in the mine. In cryptocurrency, we call something mining as well, where you don't actually use your tools to stand there and hack, but what you do instead, you solve math problems and you let computers do that. You have computers and electricity and you have software, and this is what's happening. It is a process by which transactions are verified and added to a public ledger, known as something that's called a blockchain, and also the means through which new coins are released. And anyone that has access to the internet and that has, suitable, strong enough, resourceful enough hardware, computers, can actually participate in the mining. The participant who will first solve the puzzle, a mathematical challenge, gets to place the next block on the blockchain and claim the reward. The rewards which incentivize mining are both the transaction fees associated with the transactions compiled in the block as well as the newly released coins. So if you compare it to just having a data center where you would rent a hosting service for your website, here you would have renting a location where you could do mining, and you would have people on location. So if something happens to the computer, they could go in, they could fix it, get it back up and running, and it produces coins for you 24/7. And again, these are not physical, these are virtual. It's legal. It's now been done worldwide, and that's why so many people are starting to do this. However, it's becoming more and more difficult, so that's why people are starting to look for mining centers that has both the resources, the capabilities, and that has the appropriate software and hardware, and the good enough software engineers that knows how to solve the puzzles. So, if you look at Bitfury, which is a company, is now investing $100 million in a brand new cryptocurrency mining farm. Why? Because there's so much demand. BitPay is headed to the moon, it's being said, where Richard Branson from the Virgin Group invests over $30 million. Today, some of the world's largest venture capital firms can't get enough of cryptocurrency. They're all investing into the market. And MTG Capital is to launch a new hydro-powered crypto coin mining operation. Even Siemens, they're developing a business unit that would include a blockchain application center where they invest $1 billion. And now it's gone that far that where industry is now descended on Shanghai this year for Global Blockchain Summit. So the question, of course, you ask yourself, look, I now seen the story, Carlos. I've seen that you've shown that, the first cryptocurrency went from 0.001, went up to $1,000, a million times in value. Have I missed the boat? Well, this is the good news, guys. We have not even scratched the surface yet, which Bill Gates says. So no, you have not missed the boat. And this is where Coinspace comes in. It's a 1-year-old company where the mission is to help individuals improve their knowledge in today's cryptocurrency market and to create an opportunity for profit within the global digital payment market. The corporate team is experienced, well-known industry experts, but they will not be disclosed until the end of 2016 because they're already involved in other major corporations and they just need to protect their current interests. Coinspace operations are taking place in Malta, Ljubljana, Istanbul, Munich, where they have operational offices, and they have mining centers throughout Europe as well as in Asia. Like I said here earlier, cryptocurrency mining has, exciting profits for generating the ability to really grow wealth. However, it's also become very expensive for the average individual. You need to invest in the right hardware and you need to pay the electricity bill. If you have resourceful computer hardware that's going to run 24/7, you use a lot of electricity. It's not just like the light electricity or your AC electricity in your home or your house. No. Guys, this is something completely different. So it's becoming more and more expensive. And that is where Coinspace, they come in and they offer two different options. One, you could do your own mining because the company is now releasing their own blockchain where they allow you and me to do our own mining from the comfort of our own home if we like to do that. This is a new field for me. So instead of me trying to do something I don't know enough about, when it comes to the mining, I let the experts do it. And that's where you would need what is called a hashing power contract, and you're good to go. And this is where Coinspace, they come in and they say, you can sign up a 1-year contract with our company and you get your own supercomputers to do the mining and trading for you. There's no electricity cost, there's no hardware cost, and there's mining 24/7 for a whole year, and you get instant profits on it. This is where I see S-Coin is going to create real value moving forward in the future. First of all, you're going to see the S-Coin is going to be well accepted with different merchants around the world. The S-Coin is limited, which means when there's anything that's limited, the value is going to go up. Let me give an example. If there's 100 people in a room, there's one person that has a sandwich. And everyone's hungry. Now everyone, they want to let go of their hunger and they want to buy that sandwich. But there's only one. Now, whoever's going to now pay the highest price for the sandwich is going to get the sandwich. And after a time, it doesn't matter how much money that sandwich is going to cost. People, they don't care about money anymore because they know the value for that sandwich is so high, so they are going to be willing to pay whatever it costs. And that's exactly what I believe is going to happen with the S-Coin as well because it's limited. S-Coin will then work as an equity just like anything else. And because of a social network that S-Coin or Coinspace is setting up, I believe this is going to take the world by storm. Bitcoin was the first one, but they didn't have a social network, which actually kicked it off. They didn't have a group of people that had an interest in marketing it. The ones that actually was marketing Bitcoin was a group of geeks or software engineers. Whereas here, you have average people that really want to get their hands on the cryptocurrency market. So I think we're going to see a completely different picture here. These are the different mining packages you could choose from. There's 2 bronze packages, there's 2 silver packages, there's 2 gold packages, there's something called an ultimate package. It's even free to get started in this company if you just want to, get a little bit of knowledge about what cryptocurrency is. You could even buy a small package and you could make a little bit of money by introducing some other people to the company. But if you really want to get into mining and if you really want to start generating some profits, you want to start with a package. Like I said earlier, it's like a service contract that you would do for a hosting service center. You can choose whatever package you want. The higher the package, the more hash power you will be getting from the company, and the more coins will be produced for you on a daily basis. Currently, from the packages that you see here, these are the amount of coins that are currently being produced as we speak. As time moves on, there's going to be less coins produced, but the value of the coins will obviously increase because there's a limitation to everything. So I personally started with a double mine pack, cost me 12,000 euros, and I'm mining every single day today. Well, I'm not doing it, the company's doing it for me, and I have the freedom to choose if I want to sell my coins or not. And this is the beauty. I can sell my coins anytime back to the company, and it's my choice. So you choose whatever package you want to get started with. Just to give you a little bit of indication of what could be expected, but no promises. Again, these are examples, and there's no promise or guarantee of future value or growth. But let me just give you an example here. If anyone was to buy the smallest bronze package for 300 euros, they would get 2.4 coins on a daily basis. They would get that for 365 days, which would be produce 906 coins. The company currently buys back coins from anyone who likes to sell them to the company for 50 euro cents. If you will produce 906 coins over a period of 365 days, that will give you a value of 453 euros should you choose to sell your coins back to the company in a 1 year period. Now, obviously, a lot of people, they choose not to sell their coins because they believe in this. But the company is more than happy, more than willing to buy all the coins that you want to sell back because they know it's going to go up in value, or at least that's what they believe. So if we just take another example here and say that, let's say when this company is going to go on the open market exchange, because currently it's just for its member, it's not on the open exchange. But let's say when it goes on the open exchange and it's 1 euro, well, then your 300 euros would have been worth 906. If it's going up to 10 euros, it would be 9,060 euros. It goes up to 50 when it goes on the open market launch. It's 45,300 euros. And if it goes to 100, it goes to 90,600. Like I said, this is not a promise. This is not a guarantee. But you know what? If other cryptocurrencies have been able to do it, there's no reason why this company should not be able to do the same thing. This company have been able to learn a lot from the mistakes done from other companies in the past, so they haven't had to replicate those mistakes. Instead, they've been able to make themselves stronger out there in the market. If you look at a silver package here, anyone that would either invest or buy or, let me rephrase, because I shouldn't say invest, but let me say instead, any one of those that would like to buy a hashing power for 1,500 euros over 365 days, if they would choose to sell all of their coins back to the company, they would have 2,315 euros over a 1 year period. You could sell every trading period as you want. There's 2 trading periods per month. You choose to sell or you choose to keep. Up to you. You have the total freedom. So, you could just look at the other examples here. And also we have the last one here. If you choose to go for a full mining package for 6,000 euros, or you choose to go for a double mining package for 12,000 euros, you'll see that over a year, what money you would have generated from the mining. And if you choose to hold them because you believe what the company believes, that when they go on the open exchange, they will be worth much more than what they are today, then that's going to be your choice. The good thing is, like I mentioned here, it's your money and it's your choice. You can sell your mine coins at any time back to the company and earn up to 50% profit over a year, or keep them for potential higher profits. Why am I saying up to 50% profits? Because I cannot promise, the company cannot promise if it will be able to continue buying back at a 50% profit to you. But they've been doing that for the last year, and from my understanding, they will be able to continue doing so because they're making more profits than they're making losses. So currently, their business model is working really, really good. And, the choice is yours. However, if you choose to not sell your coins in a trading period, your held coins will now be transferred bi-weekly to the S-Coins savings account. And you can then sell your coins anytime the S-Coin is publicly listed on a cryptocurrency exchange market. So the choice is yours. This complete transparency It's going to make it easy for you. You'll have a back office where you will see the coins available that you can sell at any time, and you sell your savings account for the coins that you choose not to sell because you'd like to keep them when the company actually goes on the open exchange. So the future is bright with this coin working for you, and you could then choose to become either a passive member or a customer here, or you could choose to become an active partner where you could create a career here based on this, which is what I've done. I'm not going to go too much into the details here, but look, you can become a miner. You can leverage on the experts, let them mine for you and not miss the boat, so to say. And you could even earn a little bit of referral commissions if you were to refer someone that would like to do the same. You can start off yourself, start with a small, start with a big package, start with a medium package. Choice is yours. And if you choose to refer someone to the company, they're going to show some appreciation, and you're going to receive anywhere between 10 and 12% referral bonus. Now, the mission target is for Coinspace to become one of the top traded digital currencies within the next 5 years for the benefit of all our customers and partners, and to become a preferred currency choice among digital payment users. How's that going to be done? It's going to be done through a merchant service solution that's already in production and that is being introduced in fourth quarter 2016. This is where I saw the big picture, because one thing is creating a cryptocurrency, but if you can't use it anywhere, it's not really going to be worth much. This is where the company have really thought through what they want to do and where they want to go. This merchant solution will be made available for those partners who chooses to take an active role in the company and like to resell our merchant solutions. Why would they like to resell them? Because there's going to be commissions when they resell the merchant solutions. Why would merchants like to use the merchant solutions by Coinspace? Because they're going to save compared to what they're paying today. Today, if you go to a restaurant, they would pay anywhere between 2.5 to 5% on the transaction fee from a credit card. If you were to use cryptocurrency, like I mentioned in the beginning, the actual transaction fee is so small. So if the restaurant could pay maybe 1/10 of what they would normally pay, or 0.5%, instead of paying 2.5 or 3.5%, do you think they'd be interested? Of course they'd be interested. So here, you as a distributor or as a member or a customer, having coin, not just the S coin, but having other digital currency in your electronic wallet, you can go up to a restaurant, pay with your electronic wallet. They would receive money, not coins. They would receive money in their local currency the following day on their bank account. So they don't have to think about it. They just accept another currency as a service to their customers. They have an interest in offering it because they're going to save on the transactions fee. This specific solution that you see here will not only accept digital currency, it will also accept major credit cards. And as an active partner, when you're out there offering this solution, of course, there's going to be commissions for those of you who actually go out and promote the merchant solutions to restaurants, hotels, kiosks, shopping centers, clothing shops, you name it. You're going to receive commissions from the transactions as well, because this merchant solution is integrated with a company that has its own banking license, that is a joint venture partner with Coinspace. I've seen it live in production. I've tested it. It works, and I can't wait for it to get out there. It's going to blow the market. And then, of course, the company has created a solution where you have the ability as an active partner to create applications to any businesses that's out there. Today, businesses, they own their own website. How do they communicate with their customers? Normally through a newsletter list. But some businesses, they don't communicate at all because people, they don't read email. I know myself, I have so many unread emails on my phone because I get too much spam, I get too much junk, and I'm not bothered to read the emails. But anytime I receive a message on my phone, it says beep beep on my phone. I'm right there. I read it straight away. And I'm sure you do the same thing. So now imagine this. If you could go up to a business, say a restaurant or a health club or beauty spa, salon or hairdresser, and you could say, Do you have your own app? No, they don't, because they think it's going to cost them a fortune. Normally, a good app would cost them, I don't know, $4,000-$5,000, whereas here, an active partner with Coinspace, they can go out and they can offer it for a fraction of the price, maybe a tenth of the price, one-time fee. And now the business will pay a monthly fee for services that's integrated into the apps that they can use themselves. Now, do you think that the business is ever going to stop using the app if their customers have downloaded the app and the business now have the ability to communicate with their customers? No, they're never going to stop using the app. They're never going to stop paying for the services on a monthly basis. And that means anytime someone pays for the services, there's a kickback in commission for the distributors that actually has been out there promoting the apps. So here, an active partner would also earn commissions from selling the apps and every time the business buys or uses a service on a monthly basis. And of course, each of the apps will have an integrated solution with the payment gateway, as you've seen on this picture here. So they have a full ecosystem where they have cryptocurrency, they have a payment solution that will back it up so you can use it, and then they have the icing on the cake where you can integrate it full with application. This is technology, guys. This is where the world is moving. So, you know, they say that the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the next best time is today. So if you want to get on with something that is the most talked about in finances today, cryptocurrency, this is your opportunity. It's been a pleasure to present this opportunity for you. I'm going to be doing a follow-up presentation for those people who have an interest in learning more about our partner program. So just make sure that you watch the second video if you have an interest in that. If you don't have an interest in that, but you'd like to get into the cryptocurrency world and, you know, take apart, you know, buy a hashing power contract for a 365-day period, then get back to the person that actually introduced you to this presentation, and they'll be able to sign you up and get you started mining right away today. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side.